Hello everybody and welcome to the inaugural edition of WaveCast, your source for exclusive Darien Blue Wave sports content. We've got a show jam-packed of highlights, recaps, and analysis this week. I'm your host Alex Hager. Let's get started. It was DHS football kicking off the season, playing host to visiting Hill House of New Haven. Hill House academics were coming in fresh off a Class M state title last year and looked to be a threat this season. Boasting top-level running backs and receivers, they would put on a challenge for the Blue Wave. Let's see how Darien handled it. It was an offensive showdown between the two teams on Thursday, with both sides slugging out touchdown after touchdown. Senior QB Silas Wiper came into the game with a lot to prove in his first outing of the season, but met and exceeded all expectations. Behind a strong offensive line, Wiper connected with his receivers for 4 touchdowns and 242 yards on the afternoon. The receivers, however, were the true stars of the show. Senior Nick Lombardo was positively dominant as a deep threat with not 1, not 2, but 4 offensive touchdowns. He was completely unstoppable, hauling in catch after catch. The Blue Wave was bolstered by a rushing touchdown by senior Jay Harrison and a stellar diving grab by senior John Reed. Due to a thunderstorm, the game was postponed early in the fourth quarter, only to be finished the next afternoon. In Friday's portion of the game, the Wave secured their victory with a pick 6 from Lombardo for his 5th TD of the game, giving DHS the win 46-26 over Hill House. The team looked strong out there and hoped to carry on their momentum for this Saturday's game against Greenwich. Now from the football field, we head to the soccer pitch, where boys soccer took on the visiting Stamford Knights. The visiting team came out strong with a first-half goal that made it difficult to mount a comeback. Darien maintained offensive possession for large parts of the game, including a plethora of free kicks and corners. Despite their repeated efforts, Stamford's strong defense was just too much to handle, ultimately denying the Blue Wave of a single goal. The 1-0 loss was a tough one to swallow, but should serve as a point of improvement for Wave FC. They take on West Hill on Wednesday. DHS girls volleyball had their home opener on Monday, taking on Wilton in the main gym. The Wave were coming off a dominant win at West Hill the week before, and this game was no different. There was no stopping the home team, who put away point after point against the Warriors, leaving them struggling to catch up. No aspect of the game appeared to be failing the Blue Wave, with both rows performing well. The team lost a lot of seniors last year, but enters this season starting a large number of underclassmen. This didn't appear to faze the Wave, putting away block after block and kill after kill. Juniors Claire Naughton and Celia Martzoff shown on the court, leading the team's offense along with senior captain Nicole Schmidt. The team was dominant across all 3 sets, pocketing another victory and bringing them to 2-0. Their next match is away at Trumbull, where the Wave hopes to keep the streak going. Back on the oval turf, girls varsity soccer was taking on Norwalk. It was a rainy afternoon, but the girls played through with unrelenting offensive prowess. Their efforts netted them a total of 4 goals. Combined with strong defense, the Blue Wave came on top with a 4-0 victory, bringing them to 1-1. Boys cross country was away in Danbury for a meet this week. The team didn't perform as well as they had hoped, coming away with a loss. I talked to senior captains Peter Crouch and Marshall Huffman about what they thought the team could improve on this week in practice.
Well, last week we had a pretty weak showing compared to what we'd expected. For the coming meets, we want to work on staying mentally strong and not being fazed by the small things in races. When little problems arise, it can sometimes get to your head.
The seniors also had some comments on this year's group of underclassmen.
Yes, we do. Jack Murray and Jack Consolini, as well as Armstrong Newton, are proven to be the next great powers on this team, as well as Jackson Huffman and some other rising stars, so a lot of freshmen.
Yeah, the freshman grade looks to be pretty promising as a whole.
In other news, field hockey triumphed over Stamford with a huge 9-0 win, setting the tone for what they hope to be a high-scoring season. Well, folks, that's all we've got for you this time. On behalf of myself and the entire crew here at WaveCast, thank you for watching. Catch you next time.